Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Adnan Reading the Clutch, and once again, we got some James Harden news going on, and that's he didn't show up to practice today, as he's been in the past 3 days in Houston, and basically just like starting his protest once again, trying to get his way out of Philadelphia, and a source close to James Harden saying that this is only the beginning, and we all know how, like, based on the past, both in his tenure in Houston and in Brooklyn, how things can only get worse from here, and James Harden's not going to stop until he gets what he wants. And at this point, it's like I basically took back. Well, I said at the time of the video, because we didn't know what was going to happen, and unsurprisingly, at this point, of course, he's gonna make another complaint and throw a tantrum to try to get what he wants. But like, all he's doing is just hurting his career and his leverage. If he's trying to get traded so badly, like, there's two sides of the deal here between the Sixers and where he wants to go, the Clippers. It can't just be the Sixers are trying to trade to the Clippers if the Clippers don't want him, or vice versa. Two sides have to come to an agreement. And I should know from trades that we're not going to discuss right now. But the point is, is that James Harden, he's basically like simultaneously devaluing himself and making it very hard for the Clippers to even want to trade for James Harden or throw in the pieces necessary to appease the Sixers and give Philly what they want. James Harden he basically just shooting himself in the foot when he does these things, and he's not going to realize it until probably it's too late, when the Sixers are going to hold them up for as long as they need to this season, and the trade deadline, if it passes and James Harden is still in Philly with the Sixers, he basically just threw away a great opportunity, because like all he had to do was just hold on, like just be patient and like be the best professional possible just for the time being, just so that it'll force the Clippers, if they go through injury situations or if they're on a losing streak to start the season, they'll up their offer so that they can ultimately give the Sixers what they want, and then James Harden will get his wish and go to the Clippers. But no, he's trying to get everything like right now in his way, and he's like, all right, I've done my part, when the season hasn't even officially started to begin with. Now you guys, why you guys aren't making the trade right now? So, and the Clippers, I mean, they have said in a previous report that Terrence Mann, he's untouchable. So the Sixers, they want him. So it's like, if James Harden, if he was able to play really good this upcoming season and put up MVP-like numbers like he was in Houston, that would probably make the Clippers rethink their stance, and then throw in Terrence Mann and throw in another first-round pick or two to appease the Sixers, and the Sixers would be like, okay, all right, James, you got your wish. You're going to LA. You know, it could have been that simple. But now with James Harden like holding out and not being a good teammate, if I'm Steve Ballmer, or if I'm Ty Lue, or even if I'm Kawhi and Paul George, like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, is this somebody who I really want on my team? Because what if he does this again? You know, like, what if, like, you know, something happens, or we get bounced out in the playoffs, or God forbid, like, more injuries happen to them, and all of a sudden James Harden wants out once again. Like, it's like a never-ending story with James Harden, because he's had it in multiple situations with multiple championship opportunities. It wasn't like they were bad teams, because in Houston he was very close to winning. He just had the Warriors in the way. With Brooklyn, they were basically like an inch away from most likely becoming NBA champions because of Kevin Durant's foot on the line. And now in Philly, like, they had the advantage at one point in the series against Boston, but they choked not just Harden, but Joel Embiid and Doc Rivers when Philly needed those guys the most. So it's like James Harden has had opportunities, but he just hasn't taken full advantage or cashed in on them. So this is something like, as a owner or a GM or a coach, I would be very hesitant to want to take on someone like him that, yes, he may be a big name, yes, he may be talented, but the minute something goes wrong, because it happens to every single team, doesn't matter who, whether the best team right now, the Denver Nuggets, or the worst team, the Charlotte Hornets, there's going to be drama, there's going to be tension, there's going to be some adversity at some point. for every single one of these teams. And the minute something does not go right within the team, James Harden's all of a sudden going to complain or want his way out. So I'm like, I don't know if it's worth me trading all my assets for this guy who's only got maybe no more than 2 or 3 max productive years left before he may or may not fall off completely as a star. So I don't know, but please let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think James Harden, do you think he's being smart with the situation, or is he really just ending his career quicker than expected? Will the Clippers even take a chance on him at this point? I want to hear from Clippers fans, especially, like, what would you guys do in this situation with how James Harden's acting? And Sixers fans, like, what do you guys are trying to do? Like, do you just want to get rid of him for pennies on the dollar, or are you going to hold up to get the max value? So please let me know down in the comment section below. I certainly love to hear you guys out, and we can discuss what we need to discuss. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I certainly love and appreciate every single one of you. God bless you all, and talk soon.